Hey, my creative friends. Shannon from Shannon Studio, and I am out and about again in Sweden today. But I talk about a creative life and a creative lifestyle and everything that kind of relates to creativity, our lives when we're being creative. So, and a lot of times I'm out in Sweden, and since I'm here for a couple of years, I decided to just add in when I'm out and just talk about different things with Sweden too, and tie it into at least my creative life, and hopefully it adds to your creative life. So I told you yesterday, I do video every day, so I told you yesterday I went to go pick up a print, and that he told me it would take 4 hours, so I had to come back. So this morning I go back and, oh, there's the police. I go back this morning, and then, so they've had 6 hours to do it, and he tells me it's going to take an hour. So basically, I could leave and come back in an hour. So you go back in an hour. I said, no, I'll stay and wait, because it's like if I walk somewhere to go to a cafe or something, get settled in, it's almost time to come back. So I just thought, I'll wait. And he was like, you'll wait? I said, yeah, I'll wait. So I waited, and it took him less than 15 minutes to do it. And I was hoping that would be the outcome, is that it would take less time. So I got that. I'll show you what that is. I'll frame it. I think I'm going to frame it and stuff before I show you. So anyways, I'm at this cafe that has this huge sliding glass window. Just huge. I mean, it is floor to ceiling, and I don't know how tall the ceilings are, but it is amazing. I would love to be here, come here in the summertime when they open that up and just have that breeze come through. Oh, wonderful. And across the street, I'm going to do across the street for you, is an open air market. You can see the people out there. There we go. All those people are out there, summertime, wintertime, and like 3 or 4 flower places. Hey, Tricia. 3 or 4 flower places, and just kind of souvenir type things as well. So I think that's kind of cool. I really like that about, because I go there. Yesterday I bought flowers. I go there often and stop and do things. Let's see. I have these notes. Oh, no wonder I couldn't make sense of them, because I'm on the wrong page. I'm like looking at it going, what? I don't know what this means. What did I write? Wrong page. Okay, so anyways, this place I'm in has first off, love the Christmas lights. Look at all those Christmas lights over there. Try not to get any people in there. But this place is a multi-place food place. So you come in, and there's like 4 on this level, and then you go downstairs, and there's like 7 on the level downstairs. And I think that there's some upstairs too. And so you can it's like a little bit of a upper end cafeteria, I guess. Best way I could describe it. And if you notice, I'm wearing one of my new dot shirts. So yeah, so that's about my day so far. But what I wanted to talk about was people watching, because this gives me a chance to sit and watch people. So part of being creative is to have observation skills, to be able to see things. So when you people watch and you don't get to have their stories, you have to try to get into what you think their stories are, by their expressions, by like the emotions on their face, by the interaction, the body language that's happening between people. And you kind of look, and you can actually read a lot. So I've been sitting here watching, and I've seen people that are happy. You could see kind of vanity going on when they look at themselves. When they walk by and look at their reflection. Sometimes you see struggle on people's faces, and just that intense struggle. It was like this one man walked by and he just had this expression. It was just, I kind of wanted to just go out and say something to him and just connect with him. Then you get irritation, you get indecision, and then the style choices are amazing. Like, the big man braid somebody had in his hair, and then this boho bag that this guy had. I mean, you get to, when you observe, you get to see all kinds of things. And I mean observe with intent, like you're actually watching people, not just kind of zoning out a little bit, but I'm actually watching people. How did they put their outfits together? Why, how are they walking? Their posture, how they carry themselves. How are they interacting with each other? What, all those kinds of things. And you just, when you watch with intention, you can get a lot out of watching them. So 3 takeaways that I got today from watching people. People aren't on their cell phones. When you go into a cafe, a lot of times they're on their cell phones and they're not talking to each other. A lot of places, anywhere you go where they're kind of in a resting state, people are on their phones. But on the street, when you're walking, you can't be on your phone. Very few. I've seen like 2 people on their phone. You can't, because the streets are crowded. You might run into somebody. So what I've observed is that people actually talk to each other. They engage. I mean, they are animated and laughing, and just the interaction looks enjoyable, and you don't see that when you go into a cafe or a restaurant a lot of times, because people are so busy on their phones. So that was my first observation. Second observation is people love to look at themselves. It's, when they walk by and they can say, and it's interesting to see that kind of expression when they're looking at themselves. And then the other one is that I'm surprised by people who are oblivious to anybody else around them. So for instance, they're on the sidewalk, they have a thought, they stop dead in the middle of the sidewalk as if nobody's around them, or they walk out a door and they just stop in the doorway. So then everybody's backed up, or it was just an interesting thought as I watched this, that sometimes we are involved in this world where we just think we're the only ones. So those were kind of the things that I've observed. Maybe you observe some different things when you people watch. So that's my tip today, because we have to be observant. My tip is that you observe with intent, and so that you learn the characteristics of people and just gain some knowledge from that. And then tell me your thoughts about what you have seen people, and how your observations from what people do when you people watch. So let's see. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I have my first doctor's appointment in Sweden. So we'll see how that goes. So in the meantime, remember you have a creative heartbeat, so listen for it. And I will be back tomorrow and talk a little bit more about creativity or tips or thoughts. And we will see you tomorrow. Bye.